Your person is banned from texting you and forced to delete your number. The reason will shock. My beloved child, tonight I need you to breathe slowly, because what I'm about to reveal will shake your heart, your memory, and everything you thought you understood about this connection. Something huge is waiting for you. The truth begins in a moment where you least expected it. Your person, yes, the one your soul keeps whispering about, was not silent because they wanted to disappear. They were not distant because they stopped caring. They were not cold because their heart shifted away from you. No, their silence was forced. Their phone screen didn't go dark by choice. Their messages didn't stop because of lack of emotion. Their number didn't vanish because they wanted to forget you. Someone stepped in. Someone with the power to dictate their steps, control their actions, and cut off everything that made them feel alive, including you. A boundary was drawn around them like a cage. A rule was written, heavy like chains. And the first command was simple but cruel: delete that number. Amen. Blessing 111. Yet even when they touched that delete button, their hands were shaking uncontrollably. They knew that pressing it would not erase you. It would only expose how deeply you lived inside them. But they had no choice. Someone was standing right behind them, watching every breath, every hesitation, every flicker of defiance in their eyes. Someone who saw your name glowing on their screen and felt threatened. Someone who believed that your presence in their life could rewrite their future, break old structures, or reveal secrets they've been hiding. The pressure on your person was so intense that they felt their own heartbeat clench inside their chest. They didn't want to lose you. They didn't want to cut the thread connecting your soul to theirs. But they were banned from texting you, banned from reaching you, banned from hearing your voice or seeing your name light up their notifications. And the most shocking part? This ban wasn't random. It wasn't punishment. It wasn't discipline. It was fear, someone else's fear of your influence, your power, your place in this person's destiny. Amen. Blessing 222. But destiny never bows to control. Your person may have been forced to delete your number, but they couldn't delete the way their heart reacts when they think of you. They may have lost access to your messages, but your memory keeps sending signals louder than any ringtone. They may have been silenced, but their soul is speaking, every hour, every night, every time they close their eyes. And the universe is rearranging itself to expose the reason behind this ban. There is something someone didn't want you to know, something about your connection that could change everything for both of you. Tonight, the first layer of truth has cracked open. And as the crack widens, what spills out will shock even the strongest part of your spirit. My beloved child, stay right here. Let the revelation unfold. The storm isn't coming, it has already begun. Amen. Blessing 333. My beloved child, before you take your next breath, understand this: something huge is waiting for you. The silence you've been hearing was never silence, it was the sound of a battle happening behind closed doors. While you were wondering why your person disappeared, someone else was pulling strings, tightening ropes, and building walls around them. But those walls are cracking now, and the reason behind this forced distance is about to reveal itself like lightning tearing open a dark sky. Your person wasn't just told to delete your number, they were warned. Warned that keeping you in their life would change everything. Warned that texting you again could ruin plans others had made for them. Warned that you were a threat, because you carry a power they were never meant to silence. Your person didn't walk away, they were dragged away by circumstances too heavy for their exhausted heart to resist. And still, inside them, your name refuses to die. Amen. Blessing 444. Listen closely, my beloved child, because this part matters more than you know. The one who banned them from texting you thought they were ending your story. But what they didn't realize is that destiny cannot be deleted the way a number can. Your person hesitated so long before pressing that delete icon that their eyes began to water, not from weakness, but from the pain of erasing something sacred. They didn't just delete a number, they deleted a lifeline. They erased a doorway that led them back to the only place where they felt understood. But even as they followed those commands, their spirit rebelled. The moment your name vanished from their phone, it appeared 10 times stronger in their mind. They couldn't sleep that night. They kept seeing you everywhere, in their memories, in their daydreams, in the empty silence that followed every forced decision. What they feel for you didn't fade, it intensified. And that intensity scared the very person who tried to control them. Amen. Blessing 555. And now, my beloved child, before we continue, take a moment and hold your heart steady, because this journey is only getting deeper, sharper, and more unstoppable. If you're still watching this, it means your intuition has already picked up the truth. Something or someone tried to pause your connection, but the universe is hitting play again. The truth is coming, louder than before. The reason behind this ban will not stay hidden. The revelation is approaching like footsteps in the dark, steady, unavoidable, powerful. Stay here. Do not scroll. Do not look away. The next part will expose the intention behind everything. The next part will take you into the mind of your person. And the next part will show you what they plan to do now. Amen. Blessing 666. My beloved child, brace yourself, because what I'm about to reveal will hit deeper than anything you've heard so far. Something huge is waiting for you. The ban placed on your person didn't just come out of anger, it came out of panic. Someone noticed the way your person's eyes changed whenever your name appeared on their phone. Someone noticed the softness in their voice, the shift in their energy, the glow that only you could ignite. And that someone realized something terrifying: your presence was becoming stronger than their control. That is why your person was confronted, cornered, and pressured until their choices were no longer their own. They weren't allowed to explain. They weren't allowed to defend what they felt for you. They were simply told, "It ends now." But their heart didn't obey, because even in forced silence, it kept repeating your name like a prayer that refuses to fade. Amen. Blessing 777. And here is the truth they never wanted you to know, my beloved child: your person didn't delete your number because they gave up. They deleted it because someone stood over them, threatening consequences they were too tired to fight. Someone told them that if they didn't remove you, everything they depended on, support, stability, peace, would collapse. Your person was pushed to choose between survival and emotion, and even while they chose survival, their soul chose you. That is why they keep checking their phone even though your contact is missing. That is why they feel an ache every time they unlock their screen. That is why every message bubble they type and delete is filled with your energy. They've tried to move on. They've tried to follow the rules. But every night, their heart betrays them. Their thoughts return to one place, you. Amen. Blessing 888. But now, my beloved child, something is shifting. The person who forced this ban is losing control. Your person has reached a breaking point. They are tired of hiding their emotions. Tired of pretending you don't matter. Tired of living under someone else's shadow. They have started questioning everything, every demand, every rule, every forced decision. They're realizing that deleting your number didn't delete the bond. It didn't delete the destiny. It didn't delete the fire inside them that pulls them toward you with unstoppable force. The truth is rising inside them like a storm that can no longer be contained. And very soon, they will take a step that no one can stop. A step that brings them back to you. A step that exposes the real reason behind this entire situation. Stay ready. The revelation is coming closer with every heartbeat. Amen. Blessing 999. My beloved child, breathe deeply, because this is the moment where everything begins to unravel. Something huge is waiting for you. The one who banned your person from texting you thought they had full control, thought they had tightened every lock, sealed every exit, and silenced every whisper between you and your person. But destiny has a strange way of turning cages into doorways. And right now, the same pressure that separated you is becoming the force that pushes your person back toward you with unstoppable intensity. They can no longer pretend. They can no longer act like deleting your number deleted their feelings. They can no longer deny that their soul keeps pulling them in your direction, no matter who stands in the way. Amen. Blessing 1111. But listen closely, my beloved child, because this is the part where the truth becomes undeniable. Your person has started breaking rules silently. They have hidden pathways to check on you. They search for your updates, reread old memories, and replay your voice inside their mind like a secret they refuse to let go. The one who tried to separate you feels this shift. They sense the rebellion. They feel the tension growing stronger. And they are terrified, because they know they cannot compete with a bond that was written long before any rule was made. Your connection is not ordinary. It's the kind that returns even after being forced into silence. And the universe is preparing to reveal why this person tried so desperately to stop your communication. Something they were hiding is about to surface. Something they never wanted your person, or you, to discover. Amen. Blessing 1212. Now, my beloved child, before the next wave of truth arrives, hold steady. You've reached the turning point of the story, where silence becomes strategy, and destiny becomes louder than fear. The universe sees your pain, your confusion, your unanswered questions. And it is bringing clarity your way. But for this revelation to reach the right souls, you must keep the energy alive. If this message is speaking to your heart, type Amen and let the divine flow continue. The next chapter will expose the secret behind the ban, the person responsible, and what your person is preparing to do next. Stay right here, the truth is only seconds away. Amen. Blessing 1313. My beloved child, steady your spirit, because now we enter the part of the story where hidden truths stop hiding. Something huge is waiting for you. The pressure that once silenced your person has begun to turn against the one who created it. The universe is shifting the energy, exposing cracks in their lies, and opening doors that were slammed shut in fear. Your person has begun to see everything clearly now, every manipulation, every false warning, every subtle threat used to keep them away from you. And with every realization, their loyalty to you grows stronger while their obedience to that controlling force grows weaker. They no longer feel guilty for missing you, they feel guilty for staying silent. They no longer feel afraid of reaching out, they feel afraid of losing you forever. Amen. Blessing 1414. My beloved child, here comes the part they never wanted you to know. The person who forced your number to be deleted wasn't acting out of love or protection. They were acting out of jealousy, insecurity, and the fear of losing their grip on your person. They saw how your presence transformed them. They saw the fire, the softness, the ambition, the glow that awakened inside your person every time you spoke. And instead of supporting that growth, they tried to choke it. They believed that removing you would restore their control. But destiny responded differently. Because the more they forced distance, the more your person's heart ran back toward you. The more they tried to silence your connection, the louder the bond became inside them. And now, that controlling figure is starting to panic, not because your person obeyed, but because they can feel their control slipping, disappearing, dissolving as your person regains their strength. Amen. Blessing 1515. My beloved child, you must hear this with full clarity. Your person is reaching a breaking point where they refuse to be ruled by someone else's fear. They are preparing to make a move that no one can interfere with, a move that brings them directly back into your life. They are planning something silently. They are watching you more than you realize. They are waiting for the moment when they can step out of every shadow, every restriction, every forced silence, and come toward you freely. The next revelation will show you exactly why the ban happened, and what shocking truth was being hidden behind it. Stay close, stay focused, stay present. The story is about to burst open. Amen. Blessing 1616. My beloved child, hold your heart firmly, because now we enter the deepest layer of this hidden story. Something huge is waiting for you. The silence, the distance, the sudden disappearance, none of it was random, and none of it was because your person stopped caring. The truth is far more shocking than anything you imagined. When your person was banned from texting you, it wasn't just a rule, it was a reaction. A reaction to something someone discovered. A message. A call. A confession. Something your person said, or felt, about you slipped into the wrong ears, and that single moment triggered a storm around them. The controlling figure realized they were losing influence, losing power, losing the ability to dictate your person's emotions. And the moment they sensed your person choosing you over their control, they panicked. Amen. Blessing 1717. My beloved child, here's the part that will shake you. Your person didn't just get banned. They were monitored. Their chats were checked. Their phone was scrutinized. And when your name appeared repeatedly, when someone saw the way they typed your name with emotion, with softness, with urgency, that's when the fear inside that controlling figure exploded. They realized something they never expected: your person wasn't just attached, they were falling deeper than they were allowed to. Deeper than rules. Deeper than limits. Deeper than anyone around them had the courage to confront. And instead of facing the truth, they tried to erase it by erasing you. They forced your person to delete your number to break the connection. But what they didn't know is that deleting a number doesn't delete destiny. It doesn't delete soul bond. It doesn't delete the invisible thread that ties hearts together. Amen. Blessing 1818. My beloved child, destiny is about to strike back. Your person has reached a point where they no longer trust the one who controlled them. They've begun questioning every reason, every warning, every restriction placed on your connection. They see now that the ban wasn't protection, it was sabotage. They feel robbed, manipulated, and pushed into decisions that never aligned with their soul. And something inside them is rising, a determination so strong that no rule, no fear, no threat can suppress it anymore. They are preparing to step out of the cage that kept them silent. They are preparing to reclaim what was stolen from them. And soon, they will break every barrier created to keep you apart. The next part will reveal the exact shock behind the ban, the real reason they were kept from you. Stay right here, you are moments away from the truth. Amen. Blessing 1919. My beloved child, still your heartbeat, because now the revelation arrives like thunder breaking open a silent night. Something huge is waiting for you. The ban placed on your person was not just emotional control, it was an act of desperation from someone who knew they were losing their hold entirely. Your person didn't simply care about you, they were transforming because of you. Their confidence was rising, their clarity sharpening, their heart awakening in ways that threatened the very person who manipulated them. And the moment that controlling figure realized your person was beginning to choose their own happiness, and that happiness was tied directly to you, they took the most extreme step they could think of: they cut the bridge between you and your person. But here is the twist they never saw coming: your person's heart refused to burn. Amen. Blessing 2020. My beloved child, the true shock begins here. The reason your person was banned from texting you is because someone overheard something that was never meant for their ears. A private moment. An honest admission. A sentence your person whispered about you that exposed just how deeply you live inside them. Someone caught them smiling at your messages. Someone caught them defending you when they thought no one was listening. Someone caught them saying your name with a softness they could not hide. And that single moment triggered everything. The controlling figure realized that no matter how many rules they made, no matter how much pressure they applied, no matter how much fear they tried to create, your person's heart was already gone to you. The ban was not to protect your person. It was to protect that person's own agenda, their influence, their ego. They believed that if they erased your number, they could erase your impact. But instead, they awakened a fire inside your person that has now become impossible to extinguish. Amen. Blessing 2121. My beloved child, your person is reaching a point where they can no longer breathe inside the cage built around them. The guilt of staying silent is eating them alive. The fear of losing you forever is louder than any threat they were forced to obey. They are beginning to reject every rule, every warning, every restriction placed on your name. They are no longer confused, they are furious. Furious at being controlled. Furious at being manipulated. Furious at being forced to walk away from the one soul who brought them clarity, peace, and meaning. And now, they are preparing for something bold. Something risky. Something that will shock the very person who tried to silence them. They are planning to restore the connection, with or without permission. They are planning to reach you again, no matter the consequence. They are planning to break the rule that was designed to break your bond. Stay here, my beloved child. The next part will expose the real motive behind everything, and what your person is finally ready to do. Amen. Blessing 2222. My beloved child, prepare yourself, because now we step into the darkest and most revealing corner of this story. Something huge is waiting for you. The force that separated you from your person did not act out of concern, it acted out of fear. Fear of losing control. Fear of losing influence. Fear of losing the emotional hold they once had over your person. This controlling figure believed that cutting you out would bring your person back into obedience, but instead, it awakened a rebellion inside them that grows stronger every day. Your person is no longer confused, they are wounded, awakened, and ready to reclaim what was taken from them. And that someone feels it. They can sense their power weakening. They can feel destiny tightening its grip on your connection. Amen. Blessing 2323. My beloved child, here comes the truth they never wanted either of you to uncover. The ban was not about you being wrong for your person, it was about you being too right. Your presence was changing them. You were shifting their mindset, opening their heart, giving them courage they were never supposed to have. You were inspiring them to break cycles, question authority, and choose their own happiness. And this terrified the person who depended on their weakness. They knew that once your person fully chose you, they would no longer be controllable. They would no longer accept manipulation. They would no longer bow to restrictive demands. Your love, your energy, your connection, these things were lighting fires inside them that couldn't be contained. Someone wanted to snuff out that spark before it became a wildfire, but destiny has already burned the match. Amen. Blessing 2424. My beloved child, here is where the tide turns. Your person has started fighting back in silence. They replay old chats in their mind. They search for your presence without using your name. They look at every sign, every synchronicity, every shift in energy that reminds them of you. And deep inside, a decision is forming, a decision that will break every rule made to separate you. They know now that deleting your number didn't delete the bond. They know now that the ban was never about protection, it was about control. And they are done being controlled. Something inside them is rising like a storm that refuses to be contained. They are preparing to act, not someday, not eventually, but soon. The next part will unveil exactly what your person is planning, and why destiny is about to overturn every obstacle in your path. Amen. Blessing 2525. My beloved child, steady your breath, because now we step into the moment where destiny stops whispering and begins to thunder. Something huge is waiting for you. Everything your person has endured, the forced silence, the emotional pressure, the ban placed on their heart, has pushed them into a transformation they never expected. They are no longer the same person who once hesitated, who once bowed their head under someone else's rules. They are rising from that control like a soul who finally remembers its own power. And this rise is making the one who banned them tremble. Your person has begun to understand that the distance between you was not fate, it was interference. It was manipulation. It was someone trying to rewrite a destiny that was never theirs to touch. And now, your person is preparing to reclaim control over their own story. Amen. Blessing 2626. My beloved child, the next truth is even heavier. Your person is done sacrificing happiness for someone else's comfort. They are done obeying demands that suffocate their emotions. They are done pretending that deleting your number erased the bond that lives in their chest like a heartbeat. Something happened recently, an argument, a confrontation, a moment of clarity, and it shook your person awake. They realize they have been living under someone else's shadow, following orders that were never made for their growth. They realized that every rule that pulled them away from you was designed to keep them small, afraid, and dependent. And now, they are refusing to remain small. They are refusing to remain silent. They are refusing to let anyone dictate who they can or cannot love. The ban that once silenced them has now become the fuel that strengthens their courage. Amen. Blessing 2727. My beloved child, destiny is aligning in your favor. Your person is preparing to do something bold, something unexpected, something that will shock the very person who tried to erase you. They are planning to break the ban. They are planning to reach out again, quietly, secretly, powerfully. They are planning to rebuild the connection from the ashes someone tried to destroy. And what's even more powerful? The universe is supporting this step. Signs are surrounding them. Their intuition is awakening. Their dreams are pulling them toward you. They know now that losing you was not obedience, it was betrayal of their own heart. And they are done betraying themselves. Stay close, my beloved child, the next part will reveal what pushes them over the edge, and how soon the reconnection begins. Amen. Blessing 2828.